We can't rely on inspiration to be creative, but it's as if we're afraid of the blank canvas or starting from scratch when really that's where creativity hides. What happens if you can't find inspiration though? See, many call this a creative block, and I used to refer to this as a block too until I started thinking about it like a creative opportunity. Because think about it like this: if creativity is in fact free thinking, then what if that block is signaling to our bodies that we're not? I keep this quote on my phone, and I don't remember the exact source, but I got it from Pinterest. And it reads: the creative adult is the child who survived. Now, I've had this screensaver on my phone for years, but it's a constant reminder to never lose that side of myself. And we each have that in us, right? We each have that inner child, that ability, the potential to be creative without no restraints or care in the world, just free. But then we experience reality and are hit with all sorts of guidelines and expectations. Be like this, dress like that, labels and characters which don't even resemble our true essence, but it's what society has deemed acceptable. And as a result, that inner child, right, that free energy may become suppressed. So what is unconscious creativity? It's simply defined as suppressed energy. It's the exact thing that we've been avoiding, the blank canvas. It's our inner child, that free energy that we need to get back. And it's still there, by the way, but it's been neglected and turned down. So now you could barely hear those ideas, stories, and vibes which make you creative. So how do we trigger the release of that suppressed energy? And how do we continuously allow that energy to flow? Embrace discomfort. This really serves as our creative guide if you think about it. And I'll get into that in a moment. But creative comfort, or comfort in general, can sometimes hinder our true capabilities and experiences, whereas discomfort can be influential and lead to intentional growth. See, the process goes a little something like this. It's discomfort. First, you embrace discomfort, then that flows into learning, adapting, and growth. And this is called progression. But if you don't know how to manipulate discomfort, then you fail to embrace learning, adapting, and growth. So instead of fighting that uncertainty for the source of your next idea, welcome vulnerability and be open to that opportunity for growth, because you may be pleased or even surprised by the outcome. Which leads me to how to tap into unconscious creativity. We are walking inspiration. Now that you've embraced discomfort, you should be okay with not being okay. What do I mean? You ever thought about how ideas, or realize how ideas come to us, when we're taking a shower, maybe right before bed, as you're cooking? That's your unconscious creativity at work. You're not trying to think of these ideas, it just flows. Next time you're working on a project and you happen to experience a creative block, acknowledge it, embrace discomfort, and do something else. In other words, free yourself. By doing that alone, you'll trigger the release of that suppressed energy. And here are a few things actually that I wanted to suggest that you do from there to help tap into your unconscious creativity. Now, for me personally, I like to listen to music. I just love music. This is what puts me in a chill state and just allows me to be free. So maybe music will work for you. But you can also change your environment, consume content, whether that's directly related to what you're doing or something completely different. You can go for a walk, or you can do those errands that you've been putting off. Basically, what are some of your hobbies? Because this is exactly what will help those ideas to flow. And these are ways that you could tap into your unconscious by doing something that's different than the original task at hand. And what you'll begin to notice, right, is that after a while, oh snap, I have an idea. And as soon as you have that idea, you want to write it down. Now, a lot of us have access to our phones 24/7. So what you can do is just write it in your notes app, right on your phone. You could record it for access later, or you can literally just write it down on paper. I really think a lot of times as creators, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to create and don't realize that that mindset, that vibe, just takes us completely out of our element to be free. Don't allow yourself to be blocked. If you vibe with my content, make sure you go ahead and subscribe, and make sure you let me know some of your hobbies and whether this was helpful to you or not. And I'll see you in the next one.